So we are going to talk about negative exponents. No one likes being negative. No one likes the people who are always upset about everything. So we're going to try and make everyone positive and happy. I know in real life that's not actually possible, but we're going to try it. So sometimes you have something that looks like this. X to the negative second. We can't do anything with that. It's just kind of that forbidden thing. We can't really do anything. So what we're going to do is I'm going to draw a quotient line, also known as a fraction bar or a division line type thing, and I'm going to put the imaginary number under it, which is 1. Now, imaginary, there's also 1 up above here. And as we've talked about before, we don't mess with the integers. So I'm just going to leave my 1s where they are. Now, x to the negative second. This is the magic. This line right here, that bar, as soon as it moves from either being on the top or the bottom, as soon as it crosses that, it's going to change from a negative to a positive or a positive to a negative. The exponent changes. So when we move this down here, we get 1 over 1x to the positive second. And we don't even have to have this second 1, so I'm just going to kind of magically erase it. And then our answer is just 1 over x squared. Remember, we have to leave our integers alone though, so they can't always be there helping us. Let me give you an example. So if we have 2x to the negative fourth over 3, we start by rewriting 2 over 3 because it can't be reduced, x to the negative fourth, and remember, here's our magic line. So in order to get this exponent to change from being a negative, I have to move it over my quotient line, which is going to tell me that it's 2 over 3, because those don't move, x to the positive fourth. And that's how we can do that. Let's get into a couple more, little bit more in-depth examples. So if we're doing this and let's say we have, what do you say, 4 over 8? That'll give us a double thing that we have to do. 4 over 8, x to the negative second, y to the third. And here we'll have x squared over y to the negative third. It looks like it's just being copied, doesn't it? It does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate out my integers first. And we all know that 4 over 8 is really 1 over 2, x to the negative second, y to the third, x squared, y to the negative third. So remember, we want things to have to cross our quotient line. That's the only way they become the opposite. So let's look at which ones are actually negative. So here I have a negative 2 x to the negative second. Here I have a y to the negative third. So these ones are negative. Everything else stays the same. We're not going to mess with it. If you come across a skunk and it's sleeping, let it sleep. Otherwise, you will be taking a lot of tomato baths. I don't want to wake the sleeping skunk. I just want to walk by it carefully. And that's what we're going to do. So since each of those are negative, they just need to cross. This one needs to go down. This one needs to come up. So all they have to do is cross that quotient line to become the opposite. So if we do this, we get 1 over 2, and then I have y to the third already up there, and then I'm bringing the other one up, so it's y to the third. Here I already have x squared down here, and I'm bringing my second one down. So I know I already had one down there, so you're thinking, wait, why are we replacing it? We're not. We're just kind of adding to it. So if you recall, we have, actually, let me give us some more room. So I'm sure you guys remember this, but we were talking about multiplying exponents. So I have 1 over 2. I just brought it down here because I'm running out of room. So I have y to the third times y to the third. So my base is y. 3 plus 3 is 6. Here I've got x squared times x squared. My base is x. 2 plus 2 is 4. So this gives me my wonderful answer. You can have the one there. You don't need the one there. It's up to you. Okay? Good luck practicing these. Please ask questions if you have them. Make sure you ask your math teacher.